Welcome everyone, it's John coming to you today from beautiful Rocky Top, Tennessee, formerly Lake City. To give you a little bit of some sad history that happened here in our beautiful state of Tennessee. I'm standing here in a cemetery, and behind me you see this monument that represents a disaster that happened almost 115 years ago. It was the Fraterville mine disaster where 216 men lost their lives in a horrific mining explosion. Terrible accident. What had happened May 19th, 1902, first thing in the morning, these miners came into work. From what I've read and understood, the mine had been closed for a couple of days, so they had shut off all their ventilation. They believe that a buildup of natural methane gas had came from an adjacent mine shaft that had been closed down and unventilated, had seeped through. When the miners got in, fired up the equipment, the explosion happened, killing 216 men, and still to date is the worst mine disaster in Tennessee's history. 10 of the miners managed to barricade themselves into a ventilation shaft, but they were succumbed to the gases and lack of oxygen over a period of time. But they were able to write letters to their families just before passing on, and a lot of those letters were encouraging, hey, make sure you live right because we want to meet in heaven again. Very sad stuff, very, very sad stuff. They found those miners, they were passed away, but they were kneeling and praying when they found them. Very, very tragic accident. Coal mining to me is big in my family. Myself, I'm not a miner, but I'm the son of a retired coal miner. Both of my grandparents were coal miners. Majority of my family still is actively working in the mines. But the one thing this disaster brought forth was new regulations that helped in the safety of mining. Now, obviously mining's not very safe no matter what you're mining for, but these days there's a lot more regulations, a lot more restrictions that help out the mining situation. Something very interesting about this, as you see, here's the monument. It's got the pickaxe and the shovel, and it's got, reason it was erected, and it's got the names of all the men who lost their lives on that day. But if you look, they call this the Fraterville Miners Circle. And the reason for it being a circle is because the majority of these guys were Welsh, and in Welsh customs their burial sites were in a circular fashion, so that's what they did here. And 89 of the bodies are here in this cemetery. The rest were in family cemeteries and other cemeteries throughout the area. So we're going to go across town and try to find the original mine where the explosion happened and see what's left there. So let's go that direction. Well, I just discovered there is actually a Coal Creek Miners Museum here in Rocky Top. So I'm gonna go inside. Don't know if they'll allow me to film, but let's go check it out.
watch the video or not. So, I'll get it started.
I don't have my work yet. I'm on vacation this week, just taking it easy.
Okay, are you good?
Definitely recommend the Coal Creek Miners Museum here in Rocky Top. Really cool spot. The lady gave me a really good history and showed me where some of the locations were. We're going to try to go check them out. The actual mine itself is on private property, but I want to see about it. And you know, they're a newer museum. They're trying to match some funds here, so if you live in this area, come check it out. Contribute a little bit to them. They got some pretty cool stuff for sale. And let's carry on and see if we can find this mine shaft. Okay. Very disappointing. I cannot actually get access to the mine shaft, but this is the trail that leads to it. Honestly, it's private property. The homeowners, I'm not going to show their house, but they're not home. I tried knocking on the door, talking to a few people, lives around this area. I can't get the permission I need to actually trespass on the property, and I'm not going to trespass. It's just not what I do. But it is just an old mine shaft. It is gone now. It's just a wall of dirt and some wood and rock and all that stuff. But, you know, after being at the museum for a while, the lady told me some really good history about it. You know, the people lived in a camp here in this area. They were paid script. There are only 3 men left surviving in the Fraterville community. That's it. When this explosion happened, it was just like a giant cannon. A lot of reports says 180 some odd men died, but there's actually over 220 when it was all said and done, because a lot of bodies was just unidentified. Very sad, very tragic event. Just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you take something from it, because, you know, throughout time we learn from things like this. Trying to think, there were 10 miners who were trapped in the tunnel that survived, but, you know, they wrote letters to their loved ones. I think I already went over that. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of my journeys every day. I really appreciate you being here. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, God bless, and y'all have a wonderful day.